come here. Come here. Come. Guess what? It is the hot girl summer for new look patterns. And today I'm going to be sharing with you what? No Notion new look patterns. Now, I came up with 20 patterns. Yes, 20. I'm not giving you a whole freaking list, okay? We'll talk about that later. But I'm going to share with you 20 patterns that are new look patterns that are no Notion. So if that's some content you would like to see, please continue to watch.
I got it like that. Yeah, I got it like that. I got it like that. Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you 20 patterns from my stash, right? That are no Notion. So let me give you a little bit of context about that. But before we even get into it, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hello, ciao, guten tag, aloha, hola, konnichiwa, wagwan, samadani, salon, bonjour, tarve. If you're returning, you guys know what to do. Quick snack, something to drink. Definitely grab those notebooks because you will need it. Now, in order to keep this video short, sweet, to the point, give you all the deets and the news that you can use in this video, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so you guys know hot girl summer is going on. So if you missed Saturday doing frock tails, Mo from Sketch So Mo, go to her video. I'll link it in the description box below. Also, if you missed Julie, who posted Sunday, also go to her video linked in the description box below. And if you missed my girl Chris, who posted yesterday, make sure you see her video in the description box below. So it's going very good for the hot girl summer, and I'll tell you who's up next here shortly. Now, first, let's talk about these 20 patterns, okay? Now, I'm gonna say, I'm not telling you to go buy no patterns. What I'm telling you to do is go to your stash, okay? Make sure you have some piece of paper and pencil, pen, you know, marker, whatever you want to do, dry erase boards, whatever you want to do to take these notes. But I'm going to say, if you did the Hobby Lobby sale, you probably have these patterns in your stash, okay? So don't go out and buy nothing, okay? I'm telling you, keep your coins, keep your money, keep your dineros, keep your change, keep all of that, okay? And just write it down and then go to your stash and see if you have these patterns because they're no Notions, okay? So let's go ahead and get right on into this video, starting with the first, and all of these are new look patterns. I think it's actually 19 to 20. I know it's no more than 20, but I think it's right at about 19, no more than 20. Maybe it's 20, okay? But anyway, who's counting? Anyway, mark your paper 1 through 19. First pattern. All of these are new looks, so I'm just going to tell you the number. 6080, okay? And before you even ask me, am I going to put it up on the screen? Yes, I'm not going to tell you the number of pieces because I don't feel like digging these out of each drawer in under the stairs in my house. So I'm just going to put them up on the screen for you. I could at least do that for you guys, okay? So the first one is 6080, and this is a Mrs. Jacket, dress, or top, pants, and clutch pattern, okay? Now, this one is a no Notion pattern. The jacket, now you could do a hook and an eye for the jacket, but you can 86 that and just wear it open and you have no Notions. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the next pattern. So the next pattern is 6207. So with 6207, I actually made this dress way back in like 2016, 2017 or whatever. I'm going to tell you it wasn't memorable because it wasn't memorable. Like, I don't even know where this dress is. I don't know if I just accidentally threw it away or not throw it away, but gave it away. I don't remember much of this dress at all. But I do know Mimi G did this dress way back in like 2015, 2016 when the pattern came out. This also is a no Notion pattern. So actually, I think you have to put buttons on the back, but you guys know if it has button and it's a back button placket or whatever, you could definitely make ties. So I'm putting this in the no Notion patterns. Let's get over to the next pattern. So the next pattern is 6210. Now, you guys know this is an easy, basic knit style dress that you could throw on for the summer. This is good for hot girl summer, okay? Now, this one, knit dress, no notions. I like so you have the V-neck and the scoop neck as well. Super simple, no notion pattern, okay? I love it. Next pattern, 6246. And this pattern, I think it's Martika from Martika J Make. I think she made this pattern. If I'm incorrect, sorry, but I think it was Martika from Martika J Make. She made this pattern and it's no notions, okay? No notion. So let me say this. Let me stop real quick and tell you guys this. If you are planning on participating in Hot Girl Summer, which you can, the rules are simple. You just make 2 items. You can make a top and a bottom. You can make a dress. You can make a top. You can make a jacket. Whatever you want to sew with a new look pattern. You have to style those 2 pieces 2 ways. This goes from June 1st and will end June 30th, okay? So that is the details. That is the rules of Hot Girl Summer. 2 pieces, top and pants, top and shorts, top and skirt. However you want to do it. You can even do a dress and just hack it to the top and the skirt and make it 2 separate ways, okay? So you can do however you want. That is the rules for Hot Girl Summer. Use the hashtag. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Hashtag Hot Girl Summer Sews is the hashtag number 1. The second hashtag is Hot Girl Summer Sewing Challenge. So use both hashtags. Once again, Hot Girl Summer Sews and Hot Girl Summer Sewing Challenge. Okay? I will reshare. All right, so getting back into it, 6246 is that pattern. Next pattern, 6268. I remember I gave this pattern away when I did a pattern sale. And before you guys ask me, when's the next pattern sale? I'm working on it because it's a lot. Okay, I'm not going to even front. It's a lot. Okay, so I will be doing a live pattern sale probably close to August time frame. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. It will be live and it'll be different than what I have done 2 times before. Okay, so I have done live pattern sales, but when I say it will be different because instead of me saying who wants this pattern, it will be you will go somewhere and purchase the pattern yourself. First come, first serve. All right. But this one is a new look 6268, which is a top and it's a no notion pattern. All right. Let's move over to the next one, which is 6285. And this pattern right here is a super basic knit top, kind of like your tank top or whatnot. I never got around to sewing it just yet, but you know, I think it's a unique pattern. I think it's cute. Knit top for sure, but it's no notions and it's easy to sew. Okay, let's move over to the next pattern. So the next pattern is, I just mentioned this pattern Sunday when I talked about the 24 T-style patterns. Okay, 8 of them are tried and true. 8 of them are patterns I want to try out or test out, and then 8 of them were totally trash. Okay, so this pattern is in there and it's new look 6298. Now, one thing I want to mention is on those totally trash patterns, I found it funny because I didn't even realize it, but I put a lot of skirt patterns in that video saying that their skirt section of new look patterns are totally trash. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, for me, for my hips, they're totally trash. Okay, trash. All right, but anyway, it's 6298 for that pattern. Let's go ahead and move over to the next one, which is 6343. So, you know what? I think I bought this pattern. It's in my stash and everything, and it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. Never went to grab this pattern again. I don't know why, but it's super cute. I like it. But it is a knit tunic and 2 lengths and a top. Is it a tunic or is it a top? Isn't a tunic a top? That's what I'm talking about. New look. Do better with these, you know, these descriptions. But anyway, but it's a knit tunic. So make sure you use what type of fabric? Knit. Okay. Make sure you use knit in order to create this top. Once again, it's 6343. Moving over to the next pattern, which is 6376. So I like this top. I noticed that I'm telling you guys a lot of tops, not on purpose. Okay. But this is an easy to sew top in many variations. Okay, so it has the coat shoulder for one view. It has the sleeveless option for another view and a short sleeve for that last view as well. Easy to sew. I like the fact that you could color block as well, use two different fabrics or textures for the back of this top. But once again, it's $63.76. Moving over to the next pattern, it's $63.78. This is your easy to sew kimono. Write this down for those who love kimonos. It's $63.78. Now, Mimi G sewed this pattern, I want to say about 6 years ago. I think 2018, she sewed this pattern. But yes, this is a good pattern. I have not sewn it myself, but it's easier to sew. And guess what? It's no notions. Okay. So yes, I am putting this on my list to sew. I would not say that I'm sewing it this month, but I'm giving you ideas of what you can sew really quickly if you have no time. No time, no energy, no problem. Because you need what? No notion pattern, okay? No time, no energy, no problem. No notion pattern is what you need, okay? Next pattern, $63.97, and this is a jackets or vest style pattern. So it's a cozy jacket with the patch pockets. It has like a handkerchief hem. One of the views is a handkerchief hem. One of the views is just your straight hem with the patch pockets as well. I like this, and this pattern kind of remind me a little bit of that Butterick 6720 jacket that I made in pink that you guys love. And when I say it reminds me a little bit of that, because I think what the model is wearing, it looks similar, okay? Not exactly the same, but it looks similar to that pattern when you first look at it, okay? But this is what? A no notion pattern, and it's new look $63.97. Let's move over to the next one. So the next pattern is another top. And it's $64.12, and this pattern is a Mrs. tunic and dress. So you can make a tunic or you can make a dress, and this would be like perfect for hot girl summer because it's two things on one pattern, a top and a dress. The only thing you have to worry about is how would you style the top, okay? So you could style the dress as the dress by itself and then style the top with jeans, leggings, you know, whatever, skirt, whatever you want to do. So this would be perfect for hot girl summer. And guess what? It's no notions, okay? But once again, it's new look $64.12. Let's move over to the next pattern. So the next pattern is $64.15, which is a knit tunic. What is that with all of these tops? I'm telling you, it's not purposely done like that, but apparently all the tops is what's no notion. So you need a top, get into a no notion pattern, okay? But this is $64.15. I like this top. I have not sewn it yet. It's great if you pair it with leggings as well. You can pair it with some jeans if you want. But once again, it's $64.15. Let's move over to the next pattern, and I hope it's not a top. So the next pattern is not a top, okay? So the next pattern is $64.74, which is a two-tone coat. I think I shared this pattern in the want to try when I did the 24T style patterns. I think it was this pattern. I'm not 100% sure, but I do want to try this pattern. I could only give you 8, but I do want to try this pattern. But it's a drape coat or vest in 2 lengths. I know Mimi sewed this pattern up many moons ago, many years ago, probably 7 to 8 years ago. It's an old pattern. You may not be able to find it on simplicity.com, but if you can, I would definitely say get it. Like I said, I'm not telling you to buy no patterns because a lot of you guys are probably on pattern punishment or no buy. Me, I'm on no fabric buy unless it's solids, okay? I cannot buy any prints because your girl is print heavy, and y'all know that about me. Anyway, I love my prints, but we working on a lot of solids this year, okay? But this pattern is new look $64.74. Let's go ahead and move over to the next pattern. Next pattern, I just shared this with you guys on TNT pattern. It was in my TNT patterns on that video, 24T style pattern, which I'm gonna definitely put it in the description box below as well as on the end screen. for that video, but it's New Look 6514. I just shared this pattern. Montoya Mayo have a complete sew along for this pattern, but guess what? It's a no notion pattern, okay? It's no notions. No notion, you just need some thread, okay? That's it, just some thread, okay? But once again, it's New Look 6514. Let's go ahead and move over to the next pattern. So the next pattern is a coat with a hood, and this pattern is 6585. I can't remember who sewed this pattern. I want to say Alex from A Mason Lifestyle. I think it was her who sewed this pattern for Minerva, or maybe it was Minerva who sewed this pattern. I can't remember, but I will say that this is one that would potentially be in patterns that I would want to try. However, it doesn't really get cold here in Florida. So we'll see if I actually make this pattern ever, okay? But it's 6585. I do have this pattern in my stash. It's just sitting there, okay? We'll see what I'll do with it at a later time, okay? Let's go ahead and move over to the next pattern. So the next pattern is 6650. And this is a knit dress with sleeve and length variation. And it also have ties on the side that you wrap around the front. One thing I want to mention is, I don't know if y'all seen that over the weekend, but my girl C, aka Candace from We See Style, she rocked it in this green fabric, okay? So I'm gonna link to her video in the description box below, as well as on the end screen. So you're able to go to her video to see 6650 in all of its glory, okay? Or you could actually see it on Instagram. Just type in a hashtag N6650. I'll put it up on the screen so you're able to see it, and you will be able to see Miss C do her thing in that dress, okay? And I believe she said it was like 3 or 4 pattern pieces. Like you have the front, the back, the sleeves, and like I want to say, I think the neck is finished with bias tape maybe. If not bias tape, it's like a fold over situation. I don't know, actually. Okay, I have not done this pattern, but it's been on the list forever. But forever, for seriously. Seriously, forever. Why I haven't made it, I don't know. Don't ask me. All right. But that is 6650. Let's go ahead and get over to the last pattern as part of the No Notion New Look patterns. So the last pattern, you know your girl sewed it up. You know your girl have a sew along for it. But do you know what pattern that is? Nope. I'm going to tell you guys, it's 6742. Yes, it's the lovely blue coat that you guys love, okay? So let me tell you, every time I wear that coat, 6742, I get so many compliments on that coat. And I provided a sew along for you guys because I know a couple of things that you guys always ask me to do is coats and pants. Y'all love to see me do these coats and these pants, because a couple of things I will say is it can be intimidating to do a coat or a jacket or a vest or something like that. And it's definitely intimidating to do pants if it's not elasticated, right? So I don't mind doing those things or whatever, but it has to speak to me when I do it. Like I just can't just come in and sew something that I'm not inspired to do, right? Because it shows through the lens, what you guys are saying, that I'm not excited about doing it. So I know a lot of sewists will do the pattern just because, but I got out of that like in my first year of just sewing stuff just because people asked me to do so. So I don't do that. I have to be inspired to sew the pattern. And if it's a pattern that I don't have, apparently I was not inspired to pick the pattern up. But I tend to go back later on when I see someone who sewed the pattern up and I did not pick the pattern up because I couldn't see myself sewing it, and be like, okay, now I could go ahead and get that pattern, and I skipped over it because of X, Y, and Z, but now I got it. For instance, Donnie Q's pattern, I don't remember the pattern number, but Donnie Q pattern, he has like these pants that you could drop at the knees. When I originally skipped over the pattern, but when I see Norris do it and he unzipped it at the knees and it dropped, I was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and get that. So I'm going to say this now. Sometimes it happens that way. You have to see other people sew a pattern up in order for you to be inspired to sew it yourself. Now, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and please go to your stash and tell me which no notion patterns that you have that you skipped over, okay? And you didn't know that it was no notion. Now, I took these 19, 20 patterns out of my stash. Now, when I say, I wouldn't say that I've been working. I had my daughter do it. But if you guys remember from my video when I did how I store my patterns, I showed you a big binder full of patterns. So I'm going to show you guys that in the video. I'm going to roll the video or footage. But I showed you how I store my patterns. So what I had her do, I had her go outside to the garage where I keep them. I still have not trashed the New Look books or whatever. I have 2 of the New Look books. You know, I did not have her trash it. And I told her, I was just like, hey, could you go through them and see which ones are no notions? And she was like, yes. So she came up with 19 to 20 patterns or whatever. And that's why I'm presenting that to you guys today. All right. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And if this video was educational, inspiring, and fun, please do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe button. Also, smash that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video. And as always, keep sewing.
My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet.